$46,000 to go to college, and it was all through grants and scholarships, nothing through loans. I don't talk about loans in this video because I never received any loans. I was instructed by my parents not to take out any loans, so personal preference, that's just my opinion on it, but loans are still an option about financing college, so I just want to put that out there. And I also want to mention really quickly, I'm so sorry if I keep rushing through this video. It's because it's 7:07 in the morning right now, and I wanted to film this video for you guys because the financial aid, the FAFSA deadline is coming up really soon, and I wanted to get this video up before that and give you enough time to figure out your financial aid, fill out your application and stuff like that. So that is why I woke up really early and filming this video for you guys right before work. So starting off with scholarships, I did earn $2,000 from the JCL to go to college, and I found this through my aunt because she was part of the JCL, which is a small organization. And for me personally, my advice is that these smaller scholarships are really the way to go when it comes to finding scholarships, because your probability and your chances of winning these scholarships are higher than if you were to go online and apply for a big organization hosting a scholarship, because a lot of students are going to be finding the scholarship and are probably going to apply. What I recommend you doing is actually going out to your local community, find your local newspaper and see if they're hosting any scholarships, or even your friends and families. They're part of organizations, clubs, or their work even will host scholarships, and maybe if they don't even know at the time, they'll kind of keep an ear out for you. So if they do hear about a scholarship opportunity, they can come back and tell you like, oh, I actually heard that my work is doing a scholarship, you should apply for it. For my scholarship, actually, I applied, did the application, and they were giving away 2 scholarships for $2,000, and there were only 2 of us that applied. One tip that I do have to give you guys on your scholarship, there's always going to be an essay on them, and what you want to show in your scholarships, this is what I think I did wrong on some of the scholarships I applied for, was that I kind of played the pity party route of me like, oh, this is like my life, yada yada yada, I'm so like poor me, give me this money so I can go to college. And I was on the right track, but I definitely didn't approach it the right way. And what I have to say is that you want to show that you have the potential to succeed, and that this scholarship that you are applying for is going to help you succeed in life. Next I want to go through is grants. Grants are really what gave me the most money. I believe that probably makes up $44,000 towards my college education. And what I want to say quickly is FAFSA is a free application for federal student aid, and FAFSA will be your best friend. If you do your FAFSA correctly and you even complete the FAFSA based off the deadline, you will be eligible for a lot of different grants. Now, this is only for the United States, I believe. I don't know if there's a FAFSA equivalent in other countries. Just check if there's some type of a FAFSA-like thing in your country. I will still leave links below, so if you can check out all these different organizations. From what I know, the United States, FAFSA applies to every student, so make sure you fill out your FAFSA. And the deadline for that is March 2nd. March 2nd. Write that on your calendars. It's March 2nd. Like, you cannot be late filling this out. I don't think they'll even take your application if you fill it out on March 3rd. Like, it has to be March 2nd. My school, personally, UC Santa Cruz, put it out there, took care of the back end for me as long as I filled out my FAFSA. But if you go to a different college, I'm not sure if that's the case. So what I would do is I would fill out my FAFSA and then maybe talk to my school to make sure that if there's anything else you need to do aside from that. So really quickly, I'm just going to go through the grants that I received. I received a Cal grant, a federal Pell Grant, and a university grant. So federal Pell Grants are, I think they're solely based off your family income's need, and a Cal Grant is based off your family's income need and your academic achievements, your GPA. And so if you do really well in school, you have a higher chance of getting Cal Grants. And then university grants, I looked this up and I could not find that much about what a university grant is at UC Santa Cruz, but I'm pretty sure it's based off of the same thing that Cal Grant's based off of. For the first 2 years of my college career, I didn't get any money from FAFSA. My parents had to pay, through their own money to finance me to go to college, and I am so blessed that I do have parents that were able to do so. But right once I hit sophomore year, that's when my brother was applying to colleges and he got into UC Davis. Financing one kid is a lot to go to college, but financing 2 is just, that's a lot of money. So right when on my FAFSA, I was able to put down that my brother was going to college. My FAFSA just shot right up. I believe that year, 2014, I received over $21,000. Keep in mind that if you have a sibling that goes to college, your chances of getting more financial aid are going to be higher. So luckily, both me and my brother, and the fact that we are really good students and we did really well in school, we both got a lot of financial aid to go to school. And I will say that I was blessed, and it paid for a lot of my tuition, a lot of everything else, and I even got a refund check in the mail every quarter to help fulfill my housing needs and such. So that's really good for how I received this money to go to college. I know that, oh God, I know that money is a touchy topic. I understand that. It's a very sensitive topic. No one likes to talk about their financial situations. I will be honest, I was so hesitant to put this video up just because I knew I was going to be talking about money and things, and it's just really touchy, and I just wasn't sure if I was just wanted to go through the scrutiny, but I know that this video is going to do more help than it is harm, so I wanted to get this video up for you guys in time. Financial stress is one of the hardest, it's one of the biggest stressors of the stress life. I thought studying for cancer cell bio was stressful. No, finances are so much more stressful, and to be a student, have to worry about school and worry about finances, that's just way too much. And I just think it's not fair that money is something that prevents people from getting the college education that they deserve. And I see so many students dropping out because they just can't afford it, and it breaks my heart, and it just makes me so mad. And I understand life is unfair, but I try to make life as fair as possible just for this reason. And I just want to make sure that everyone understands what they are eligible to get when it comes to helping them lift some of that financial stress off their shoulders as a student. Make sure you read the fine print as well. I read all the fine print of all these grants because I wanted to make sure I didn't get a letter in the mail eventually saying I owe back all this money or anything. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave me down a comment if you have won a scholarship. Please tell us what scholarship you won, and maybe even a link down below, because I think that it'll help a lot of people out to see what scholarships they might be eligible for and what scholarships are out there, because there's so many different resources with scholarships that were not available to me when I was applying for college or when I was even in college. Now they have scholarship applications on your iPhone, and it's crazy. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you guys all the best luck in financing college, and I will talk to you guys in my next